Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nerd Knowledge Unlimited. As I mentioned in my first video, I was born and raised in Jamaica, but I've lived in the United States for most of my life. And today, in this video, I would like to talk about the crime situation there in Jamaica. And of course, the high murder rate that we read about each and every day. Jamaica is on its way to becoming the murder capital of the world. And that's not just a figure of speech, the murder capital of the world. Let me give you some sobering facts. El Salvador currently sits at number 1 with 61.8 per 100,000. Jamaica is number 2 with 57 per 100,000. Venezuela is number 3 with 56.33. And number 5 is Honduras with 41.7. Let's go over to our sister island over there in Haiti. Haiti is number 43. They're at 10.04. And let's go to Asia with Afghanistan. Afghanistan is at number 72 with 7.1. And Iraq is number 46 with 9.85. And believe it or not, Syria sits at 139 with 2.2. Let's go back. El Salvador had a civil war between 1979 and 1992. So maybe they're still experiencing remnants of that civil war. Jamaica in 1980 had what some people may describe as a civil war when we had approximately 835 persons killed in political violence. But we haven't really seen that figure a lot since 1980. Right now, we're well over 1,000 murders each year. That's terrible. And I understand that most of these murders are committed by young male. And it's as a result of organized crime. What are the politicians and the security forces going to do about that? That's really, really bad. Because Jamaica just had a general elections. And of course, the Andrew Holness-led JLP, Jamaica Labour Party, won 49 seats to the PNP, to the People's National Party, PNP, led by Dr. Peter Phillips. They won 14 seats. Of course, only those two parties have been ruling Jamaica. They have ruled Jamaica since 1962, when the country gained independence from Britain. And the murder rate keeps going up. The PNP was in power for 18 years. The JLP has been in power since 2016 to now, when they won re-election. Something has to be done. Is it because Jamaica has given up? God forbid. Because Jamaica is a beautiful country. It is more than sand, sea, and lush greenery. There are a lot of persons, athletes, entertainers, actresses, actors, and many others who have put Jamaica on the map. And for us to appear like we're giving up, how can we give up? This crime monster this crime monster must be tamed, and it must be tamed now by those who have the power to do so. Is it because the young men out there only account for 2 or 3 out of every 10 persons seeking higher education or going to school to get a skill so that they can become worthwhile or productive citizens? One has to ask the question, is it because those who are well off, who may not go to the so-called garrison communities, they live in the hills, or they live isolated? Is it because of that? What's going on? Something must be done. Those who are in positions of trust, the politicians, the entertainers, religious leaders, must come together, and must come together now, not tomorrow, not next year, not 10 years from now. They must come together and pursue a genuine effort to tame this crime problem, or else there won't be a country left. There won't be a country left. One murder per year is too many, because you kill somebody or somebody is murdered, you leave probably scores of persons who are mourning, who are left to mourn that person for many years to come. You multiply that by 12, 13, 14, 15, 1600, and the amount is incalculable. This cannot continue. This cannot continue. Because when we think of countries who have been through turmoil, who are currently experiencing turmoil, but they still register a lower murder rate than Jamaica, because their folks, their inhabitants are not killing each other. They may be poorer than Jamaica, some of them may be poorer than Jamaica, but there's no reason, that gives them no reason to kill each other. Because poverty should not be an excuse, to murder somebody. Whatever differences there are can be worked out. But the country, the people, the inhabitants of Jamaica must hold the politicians accountable, must hold the security forces accountable, must hold the religious leaders accountable, and use the resources. Jamaica has a lot of resources. Jamaica has a lot of resources. It is rich in resources that can be used to help the people. It must be used. We cannot give up on our young men. We cannot allow our young girls to be brutalized and kidnapped and murdered and raped and damaged, which those who live to tell the tale are left damaged for the rest of their life. For the rest of their lives? No. This cannot continue. I hope that anyone who sees this video will share it. Subscribe to my channel, because somebody must do something. It cannot, business as usual cannot continue.